Welcome along to another edition of the Big Ideas Show in conversation with Dewhurst from the BowlPhish Glass Services. Aaron, how's it going?
It's going well, thanks, Leah.
Good. Okay, so today we are talking about innovation in business, specifically business systems, right?
Yep.
And I know this is something that's quite important to you. Do you want to tell us a little bit about some of the work you've been doing and kind of why innovation in business is important for BowlPhish?
Yeah, sure. It's I also think it's important because the business needs to keep moving forward all the time, and it's quite easy for something to stagnate quite quickly.
Yeah.
If you take your eye off the ball, and as you know, we've got two businesses. We've got BowlPhish Glass Services, and we've got the Glass Whiteboard Company.
Yeah.
And you know, the market's changing quite a lot with the Glass Whiteboard Company, and we're finding that we are having to cut new ideas on how to reach the right people who make the decisions in the businesses. So it's been quite an interesting journey the last few months to work out, because obviously the business climate's changed all the time. You know, in the particular climate, you know, Carillion have obviously gone bust, which has caused problems in the construction.
Okay. And
we're probably kind of like 50% construction, 50% end user. So it's we haven't been affected directly, but it's kind of like affected some of our customers.
Yeah.
So they've lost orders, which means we've lost orders. You know, the orders might come back at some stage. Obviously, the work has to be done, but it causes a few problems. So it's kind of like you know, we're looking at spreading the risk a bit more with that business, and we're looking at we're going to start exporting, which we do at the moment, and we're reactive to the exporting as opposed to proactive. But we're kind of like looking at the fact that at the moment we've kind of got all our eggs in one basket, you know, by doing business in the UK.
Yeah.
So if we can find some countries and areas and regions abroad, not too many, I don't think, you know, just 2 or 3 that we can focus on, and then for us it's going to kind of like reduce some of the risk of if a country goes wrong, you know, potentially the UK. We're not, you know, we've got other places to fall back on.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like but then we've got obviously the business has now got to look at how we're gonna do business in other countries, because every country is different, you know.
Yeah.
So we know how to do business in the UK, and we've got to look at how we're going to do business, you know, abroad.
Yeah.
So we've got to kind of innovate the way we do things, and come up with a plan.
Okay, yeah, definitely. So I guess it sounds like it's innovating based on external environments, but it's then something that has to come inside and change potentially elements of how you work, not necessarily the product, but like you said, how you communicate, how you engage with businesses in the UK may be very different.
Absolutely. I mean, we might, you know, potentially we might even have to slightly tweak the product to suit what people want in other countries, you know. But I think the main thing is the way you interact with the buyers. You know? I think that's what we've got to look at. You know, so it could, you know, the culture's the big thing in other countries. You know, you can, you know, one thing we've got to check out, our brand doesn't mean something bad in a different country. You know? I think there's quite a few faux pas where businesses have done that in the past. So there's all these things you've got to look at. You know, and with regards to BowlPhish Glass Services, now it's quite a new business that we've started, and we haven't really started trading properly yet. We're trading on a small scale, but we now need to look at how we're going to, you know, reach customers. So we've got to innovate the way we're going to do that, because it's I think that business is going to be more domestic than business to business. We're going to do business to business, but the market we're trying to get into is a bespoke market. So we've got to look at, you know, just how we're going to reach these people, and then, you know, what are we going to offer that other companies don't offer.
Yeah, it sounds like lots of challenges, lots of new challenges, both kind of environmentally and internally. But is this something you're quite excited by? Because I know innovation, new ideas, always being evolving, is something that's a key kind of value of yours, isn't it? So you're excited by this opportunity to grow and change.
Yeah, no, definitely. I really enjoy. Sometimes I get a bit bogged down with the general day-to-day running of things, but when we get these chances to innovate, I think we have. With the glass fibre cone, for example, we've kind of like the market has kind of like plattered out a little bit for us. It doesn't mean the business isn't there, but it just means that we need to kind of like slightly change what we're doing. So we're going to look at
always evolving.
We're going to look at presenting, quotes to people in a new way, being more informative, as opposed to just a quote that's giving you a cost of the product. So just trying to sell all the benefits and making sure that the people that are making the decisions have got all the information that they need to make that decision.
Yeah, definitely. It sounds like you're definitely turning some of these obstacles, or what some people may see as obstacles, into opportunities, both for your business and for customers.
Yeah, I think every you got to look at the obstacles, but you've also, like you said, then you've got to try and change that obstacle into an opportunity. Which I think is, as long as you kind of like can think, in the right way, you can always get around these.
Yeah, and I know that's
issues.
something that you're particularly good at doing, is kind of that problem solving, finding solutions to kind of challenges. Is there any tips you'd give others? What's kind of, I guess, one of the key things that you like to think about when it comes to innovation in business?
I think you've got. I've learned over the years that you need to talk to other people to start off with to get. You're not. We all make mistakes, and everybody does business differently, but I think it's good to speak to other people in similar situations to you, and you can get some innovation from them because they've either done it before, or they're looking into the same ideas, or they might have read a book that's given them the idea. So I think meeting people in the same situation as you are, reading books, watching little clips of things, you're always going to get ideas, because and I quite like to, I think a lot about, if I haven't got an answer to something, I'm still constantly thinking about it, because at some point the answer will come to you. You just don't know, you don't know when, but you've got to constantly have that little thought at the back of your head, which you do lose a little bit of sleep sometimes at night, but it's worth it when you come up with the answer. Yeah, definitely. That creative genius can strike at any point, right? And then who knows how the future can evolve, how the business can evolve as a result of those ideas. Definitely. And I think don't be scared of any environment that you're looking at. And I think if you're gonna change something, you need to embrace that change or that innovation. Don't do it half-heartedly. You've got to you've got to go for it. Think about it and plan it. But once you've planned it and you're happy with the way you're going to execute it, then go for it. Because if you do it half-heartedly, you never. It kind of like it might be working but not work, So how do you know if it's a good idea if you've never fully implemented it? Exactly. And not all the ideas are going to work. The innovation, it doesn't mean it's going to be a success. But you've got to try. Yeah, there's always examples, isn't there? Dyson's always the famous example of 600 plus kind of prototypes before he discovered the kind of the Dyson Hoover that we know and love now, and exactly. I'm going to look at. I'm not sure if we can, but I spoke to some recently, and they're saying that is your product offering too big, and is it too confusing, and do people not necessarily need that much of an offering? If you can simplify it, and focus on your best selling products. It's not. I'm not saying that's what you're going to do, but it's a way of looking at things, and looking at your existing customer base. How much time are you wasting on people that you never do business with? You look at out of 100 customers, you might have 20 that are good customers. So spend a bit more time on those and potentially look for new ones rather than focusing on the ones that they're not bad customers, but they, for some reason, they're never going to order, or there's always there is always a bit of an objective
Yeah,
in a way,
I guess it sounds like the classic 80-20 rule, doesn't it? 80% of the kind of the profits or the value coming from 20% of your customer
Exactly.
base. So and I like what you said there as well about this idea of innovation isn't always about growing and going outwards. Sometimes it can be simplifying, consolidating, bringing things in and specialising.
It's kind of like pruning a bush, you kind of like just having a little bit of a prune up and clearing out all the dead wood.
Yeah, definitely.
And it just gives you a bit more of a focus and a bit of clear, and it frees up time to then implement your new ideas.
And that free time to have those ideas, those light bulb moments pop up. So
definitely.
Brilliant. Aaron, thank you very much. Great chat on innovation, or the importance of innovating in business. Thank you very much. Cheers.
Thanks, Ian.